Loudest footsteps in Maine right there. Welcome back to my watch of the original supernatural soap opera, Dark Shadows. I am Joel Sharpton. I'm one half of the Articulate Coven. Our regular show is all about Anne Rice, but this show is honestly a big inspiration for Anne Rice. I had a comment, honestly, on a recent post on our Patreon that I wanted to mention here. I wanted to pull up this comment on our Patreon. Kevin commented on the announcement that Dark Shadows was coming back. He said, hey, Joel, glad you're back. I don't follow your tempting Anne Rice stuff because I have at the time, but have you ever discussed her connection to Dark Shadows? You probably know she was a fan and that it shows in her work. Barnabas, the vampire, was interviewed by a writer, and I swear Julian Mayfair is based on a prominent Dark Shadows character as well. There must be other examples. So I haven't looked into this in depth, and I don't remember her mentioning Dark Shadows, in any depth on any specificity for any characters or storylines. But I do remember her mentioning Dark Shadows as something that she watched when she was younger. So when it was on, she was a fan of it. And I do think you're right that shows in her work. I don't know that it was a heavy main influence. It would be very interesting for me to break down some of the direct connections or inspirations that would make sense, that would be obvious to me. You referenced Julian and the interviewer for Barnabas. What I would really need to do, though, is wait until I get all the way through the series to do that. So I think that's probably the plan. I'm going to do a lot of Dark Shadows retrospective and introspective stuff once I get through this series. That's what I want to do anyway. The other thing that I really am looking forward to doing someday is I'd like to watch through the 90s version of this show as well. I think there's only one season of that, but I remember liking it as a kid, and I would love to compare and contrast it with the original series. So let's all cross our fingers that everything goes well and we get through it, and we'll do that. Right now, though, we're on episode 70 of the original Dark Shadows, and it's time to get into this thing. Let's watch it.
Collinwood has had 130 years of brooding existence. Years of hatred, fear, and violence.
That's how I'm going to announce my next birthday. I'm going to say Joel Sharpton has had 44 years of a brooding existence. Years of hatred, fear, and violence.
David said you wanted to speak to me.
Come in, please, and close the door.
Did this little whippersnapper, I'm trying to censor myself from saying something more flagrant. Did this dude already frame her for something? That's where we left this 2 episodes ago.
Where's David?
He's upstairs in his room.
I don't want anyone to hear what I'm going to say to you.
Creeper gone creep.
Having you tell Burke that Roger was still here at 10 minutes of 11 that night.
I'll sneak around on you.
Help me!
Yeah, just the sight of Matthew is enough for a good cold open. We can cue the scary music and call it good. Man, so first of all, this little scamp, this little ne'er-do-well, you guys know I don't like David. I don't like him.
Elizabeth, help me!
What is it, Matthew?
I come in the back way, Miss Stoddard, and saw this young limb listening at the door.
Young limb. I've never heard that phrasing before. I'll have to look that up. This is 4 of our 5 actors, though. I wonder who our 5th will be. My guess is Roger, probably. I don't know where Roger wasn't in the office, so.
Stop and hit me!
Didn't hit him. I pulled him away from where he was.
I wasn't listening. I wasn't!
Oh, yeah?
You can't take the law into your own hands. You know that.
I know what's right.
Well, that wasn't. You know it.
I have to use my own judgment about what's right and what isn't.
No, you don't. Not when it comes to a thing like this.
Boy, Matthew, you're saying all the wrong things there. He knows what's right. Sometimes I have to use my own judgment what's right. Okay. Yeah, murder and Burke ain't the play, my man. In case anyone was confused, no vigilante justice. This YouTube channel is officially against vigilante justice.
You can't
tell me where I can go and where I can't go.
No, I can warn you. Stay away from the old house.
Let's just acknowledge how terrible the framing was on that entire scene, having poor David's head cut off up there.
I keep trying to tell him there are no such things as ghosts.
And I keep trying to tell you there are. I know there are.
Are what?
There's our fifth actor for this episode. Carolyn is back from being disappointed in Joe and falling in love with Burke again. Oh, Lord.
I wanted to talk to you anyway.
I've got an idea that Burke gave me. To plant a spy in the house.
Besides, you need somebody around, even just to talk to.
You forget, my dear. I have all of David's ghosts.
All right. All right, you got me there. I like it. Oh, good facial reaction there, too. Josette. That's what I figured. Josette Collins. That's who David's drawn a picture of. I wonder who, if anyone in our modern cast, is going to play Josette. My guess is that that's going to be Vicky. So we just skipped our dinner date with Joe, by the way, to go to nighttime.
I didn't realize it was going to be so far.
It isn't far. What's the matter? Are you afraid?
Of course not.
I don't know what I expected. I guess I just expected them to go to a new set. But I love that they actually shot this in the woods. I mean, for the, 75 is a big round number. This would have been a Friday episode. So I said 75, not 75, 70. The old house. I'll give it to him. This is an actual new set. I kind of figured that they might just like redo the basement in some fashion, but no, this is a new set, it looks like. Well, that's old Matthew.
It shows that Collins.
That's the lady in white.
This is your drawing. You copied it from this painting.
No, I didn't. I told you. Just look at it.
So if that's Josette, then my guess is that she's going to be played by Carolyn if we get there eventually. Loudest footsteps in Maine right there. God, the Foley budget on this episode must be off the charts. That's Amiee. Matthew Morgan. And Miss Stoddard said you shouldn't be up here. Yeah, that's scary enough to go to commercial on.
I'm relieved to find there's nothing but good food on your mind.
And you will ask her.
I'll think about it.
So close, Carolyn. Well, hello, Josette. The lady in white. All right, so it's not played by Carolyn because she's got dark hair. In the painting there, I could have sworn that she had blonde hair. Oh, come on. That's the end? No way. That's the end of that episode? First of all, shame on Amazon Prime for rushing and not having any credits for that one. But I mean, I can't say that it wasn't a satisfying ending. Boy, was not expecting for that to be the conclusion of that one. What an end to season 2. Wow. All right, so we got ghosties for real, glowing ghosties. dancing across the property grounds. Wonder if Josette's going to move into the big house just like Miss Johnson is apparently in season 3. Folks, you don't have to wait very long at all. If you're watching this on YouTube, you could join our Patreon, articulatecoven.com/join, $2 or more a month. Help support the show, but also get you access to everything we do early and ad-free. $5 or more a month gets you access not only to everything we do early and ad-free, but you can also vote on future topics. So check that all out, articulatecoven.com/join, and very much big thank you to all of our patrons who make these videos and everything else we do possible. I'll be back with you soon with episode 71. Until then, this is Joel, one half of the Articulate Coven. Thanks everybody for watching along with me.